My presentation today was really focused on just getting across as a case study the way we're thinking about interactive marketing from a personalization perspective, and how we're starting to target people on a much more content relevant level, so that we're not giving everybody one flavor of the experience, but they're getting an experience that's unique to them. And it's really right in line with the theme of the conference, because we're really connecting with people via this new strategy that we're embarking on from a persona perspective. Verizon stays connected with the new consumer digital culture by just being more and more relevant to consumers in the space. So if you're interested in Verizon products and services, we're going to relate to you in social media, we're going to relate to you in our own environments online in a way that's more relevant to you. So if you're in a particular geography, if you're interested in a particular aspect of our product and services, we're going to give you that information front and center, so you don't have to start digging away for it and do all the work. It really becomes the combination of traditional media and digital media need to work together. So we talk about having a conversation with a customer, and so that conversation may begin in traditional media and it may continue in digital media, or vice versa. So we've really got to have a holistic view of how that conversation and how the messaging sequence is happening, both in the way we used to and still traditionally interact with customers, and these new opportunities in digital. The best advice I can give other marketers in the digital space is really to do your homework from a consumer insight perspective. So really understand how customers are behaving related to your products and services, how they're relating to your brand, and take that insight and use it in the way you think about interacting back with them in the digital space. Some of the platforms that I would recommend brands invest in really quickly are really robust analytics tools for digital. If you don't have the capability to know where your customers are, what they're doing, and what kind of behavior they're exhibiting, it becomes very, very difficult for you to relate back to them. The other thing I would suggest is, from a technology perspective, is just continue to be as flexible and find technology platforms that allow you to be more flexible in the content you deliver back to customers. Because if you can't do that, you're just, you're not going to be able to create that conversation that customers are looking for. The opportunity with Compete is great, because what they bring to the table is real customer behavior. So you're seeing what your customers are doing, what's working, what's not, on a real basis. You're not just relying on metrics and tracking capability from a page view perspective or a click-through perspective, but these are real customers, both yours and your competitors. So in my view, it gives you a much deeper level of consumer insight than you could otherwise get. 2-screen, I even say 3-screen. We're from a 2-screen perspective, I think kind of the PC mobile dynamic is critical, both from a customer relationship management perspective, from an e-commerce perspective, and from a marketing perspective. Again, you got to fish where the fish are, and so many people are accessing more and more apps and more web experiences via mobile that you got to be there. And I even think the 3rd screen becomes important when you think about interactive television. And so our Fios platform is also a critical way that we start to interact with customers digitally, because it's got some of that capability built into it now.